If we look here on these two swings, this one on the right now will showcase a nice flat left wrist, yeah? This was your swing before. There you go. Yeah, so that's your open club face. Yeah. If I clear that line so you can see. There's your different left wrist, okay? So it's a shorter backswing, which is to be expected because obviously it's a bit tight up here still and you do grip it quite tight. Yeah. But what you do to try and get a fuller backswing, which is often the case when people are losing yardage, I just keep going back as far as I can. But there's only so far you can go back. And then if you try and go back any further this way, you can't. So what do? Well, if I just curl my left wrist this way, the club goes back further. Happy days. It goes back further, but it just sends the ball higher and further to the right, yeah? So this was your practice swing on the right-hand side, okay? That was your real swing there. The practice swing, here we go to the top. We feel that left wrist. We come back down. Now we just hit the golf ball, okay? And we'll see where that left wrist gets to. Okay?
Still a little bit there. Yeah.
Which is to be expected, okay? So if we think use a stick, okay? We want your left wrist to be like that. In your first swing, the left wrist and the forearm look like that. Yeah. We want to practice that. If I said you had a pipe and stuff that was bent this way, what would you try and do? Would you just go, you'd go up, bend it the way. Exactly. Way, yeah. So you make your left wrist in the practice feel that way, the other way, which you'll never get to really because it'll be very hard to get there. You find it hard to get there when you're doing it statically anyway. Yeah. So to go the other direction where your left wrist feels like it's this way, then when you get to exactly
it does feel like you're clawed.
Yeah, exactly. But if I said to you, say you were going to hit something with the back of your left hand, how would you go there? You'd think about frisbee. You'd go bang that way. You wouldn't go knuckles first, would you? You just wouldn't make any sense. You want to hit the back of your left hand. So your left wrist, although it feels to a lot of people, it often feels a little bit weaker. Yeah. But in reality, your club face is stronger. That's what we're going to try and get to now. You can be a tour player and start off in neutral, bang, and do it at the last second. Yeah. Or we can say, let's be like a recreational golfer. We'll get a bit stronger, stay there. It's a lot easier, yeah? Pros, that's why you see a tour player will tend to be more neutral here. As they come into impact, they then trigger that left wrist, yeah? So their left wrist impact comes in and goes and does that, yeah? But try to do that at the speed they do, it's tough, yeah? So it's a lot easier to say, okay, let's just get there first. So the top of the backswing is there in the first place, and we just hold it. So a lot of amateur golfers, when they hit the ball straight up, their club looks very strong and very face to the sky. But in reality, they're in a good impact position. They just hold it there for the duration of the golf shot. Whereas tour players would be a little bit more kind of neutral, should we say, with a little bit of left wrist cut maybe. Then as they come back down, they know what the feeling should be, and they go, and they do that, their left wrist does that impact. Because they're just bloody good, aren't they? Yeah. So we just leave them to do it their way. We just think, okay, how can we do it a bit easier? Now, it might feel a bit weak to start with, but when you hit the golf ball with less side spin and lower launch, we haven't increased your club head speed. And as we said, when the ball was hit then, that left wrist was flatter, the club face was nice to target, the ball hit the screen pretty much dead centre.
I feel more in balance as well, albeit I did take
I'd say that was pretty good there. And just, you were fairly much in balance there. And we watched the swing itself, it didn't look... doesn't look out of balance, it's like you're unfolding, you just got there, you just went, and your foot went like that. It wasn't like a swing, you think, oh my God, where's he going there? He's like falling over. But you've got to make practice swings that exaggerate it, so you're bending the pipe the other way, as we say, with that left wrist and forearm, okay? Yeah. Then when you step to goal, because you'll always find it goes back a few degrees the other way. It's bound to, because that's what you know, yeah? So getting that left wrist a little bit stronger when you get to the top of the backswing, then when you do it for real, it'll be a bit flatter yourself. So that's not too bad. There's a little bit of a curve there, but not a lot compared to what you were there, Rich. I mean, that's just... Look at those two there. That's a quite... It doesn't... It does look a lot to me, but then to like, what's the difference there? But you think that amount of turn there to what you got there, if your club face is that open or that open, one's going to go a lot longer and straighter, one's going to go a lot higher and further to the right, Okay, mate, makes sense?
Yeah.
Good man, right.